Hey everybody, this is Tambeyoda and I'm back with another third-party Transformers video review, and this time I have Warbotron's WB-01F X-Ray, which is actually supposed to be Shockwave, and then it also has a gun which was supposed to be Minosaur, but for some reason they decided to skip it and go to the WB-02, or I'm sorry, the WB-03, which is Computron. This figure actually is a little bit different. It comes in a brown box. It's not windowed or anything, and it's actually still on the sprues or on the trees. So you actually have to build it yourself. So, go ahead and flip this open. Alright, so here are the instructions. Right here. And it's a really nice brown paper that they use, and then you have the instructions on how to build and such. The only thing that I really haven't seen are where you put the screws in. I know that there's screws in here, but they're not showing where to put the screws in at. I assume like in here and such, but see, this is the weapon that Minosaur was supposed to come with, so. And that's the back side's really nice right there. And here's a picture on my phone, if you can see that. It's not. And that's the Minosaur right there. And if you look at the gun, you can actually see some of the parts in there and such. But there's the instructions, and then here are all the different pieces. There's an extra bag of screws. There's this bag that comes with a screwdriver. It comes with an extra piece right here for slice strike, and then some more screws. And then all the different baggies with all the different parts in it. I'm actually going to build this on camera for you guys, so it's the first time I've done a build on camera, so hopefully I won't bore you guys to death. Oh wow, I wish they wouldn't have done that. There's different types of screws in here. There's different types of screws in here too. Oh great. Alright, cutting board off to the side. Instructions. And I guess let me rearrange my camera. I guess I'll just do it like so. Okay, so I have a cutting board, and it's white, so you can't really see it that well, but it will keep me from cutting up my my whiteboard here. So there's a screwdriver and the screws. I'll go ahead and pop that open. It comes with a screwdriver that says Warbotron on it. Set that off to the side. I'll set this off to the side because this isn't used for this. So I have in these packet of screws. I don't know why they decided to add extra screws, but I guess in case you lose some, I'm not really sure. Strange. I don't think we're going to need anything from this one right now, so I'll set that aside. This is A2, and this is... I can't see where it is. There it is, B2. That's a Beast and A. Cool. Alright, so my hobby knife. Alright, so step number 1, we need number 10. Just trimming off the excess. 5 and 2. Actually been building models for a long time now, so you just want to make sure that you get all that extra gunk off of there. Okay, so it's alright, popped off number 5, so it's gonna go right there. And I used to have a sprue cutter, but it actually it messed up on me, and it wasn't leaving very clean cuts. So I just used my hobby knife once again. That's how I've always done it. I know some people, they use toenail clippers or other things like that. A sprue cutter was really handy when it did work, but for some reason it got off track. You know how scissors, they come together like that, but for some reason it got off track and it would go like that, so it wouldn't cut straight. Alright, so that's like that. So then I need this piece right here. It's actually pretty cool. I don't mind building these. I love building models, and when I found out that this was going to be something that I could build myself, I was actually pretty excited about it. Alright, so then I need this piece right here. Come on, there we go. Okay. 3. And make sure that your knife is really sharp, because a sharp knife, believe it or not, you'll actually cut yourself a lot less. You're less likely to cut yourself with a sharp knife than you are with a dull knife, because a dull knife, it takes extra force, and you can end up using that extra force, and then when it slips through, then it could end up going through your hand. It's really strange how that works. But okay, so then this goes like this, and this looks like we get some screw holes there. Figure out what screws I need to use for that, because I think there's just 2 different size screws in here. There's a larger size screw and a smaller size screw, so try, these are the large. So I'll try and show you the 2 different size screws. So there's this size right here, and then there's this size right here. So. I can't tell if that's... It seems to be screwing in there, but it doesn't seem... Maybe they're just because they're long. I wish it would have at least said what screws we were using, because I don't know when to use those small screws. Okay. Okay, so we have that so far. Now we need to get a couple of things off of here. Looks like we need to get... That went flying off. Okay. Okay, so this goes like this, and then this, I gotta make sure that this goes in there correctly. It goes in like this. Okay, so have this piece, we have this piece. Now we need A21. Okay. Let's see this one right here. A21 should be, yeah, this right here. Oh gosh. Okay, there. Just cut the excess off of here. Actually, since it's so small, it's hard to cut the excess off because it wants to turn. Okay, so with this, then we have to take this piece right here, and let me figure out which way I need to turn this. Yeah, like this. push this in and it pushes it into there. Okay. And then we need $213. $213's right here. And then we're going to need this piece right here. These are really thick, these posts right here. Come on, cut. Okay. And cutting like this is okay, as long as you don't slide the knife like this. You're not going to cut your finger. If you go straight into it, it's not going to cut. That's not how a blade works. So me doing this and probably thinking that I'm being... No, it's not going to cut you just going straight in like that. Okay, I have that. Now I need to cut the excess off of this guy. Okay. Alright, so now this, join it like this, and then you're going to take this piece and put it in right. Oh, come on. It does not want to fit in between. There we go. It's really tight tolerances right there. It's, push that in. Okay. Alright, so now next we need a 117, and it should be this piece right here. Oh, there we go. So that goes in. Okay, so that goes like that. It doesn't actually clip in. It just kind of sits there. So I assume the next page is going to be the next portion of it, or the back portion of it. Okay, so we have up at the top, we have this like this, and we got to cut out two pieces. So we got to get this, and it looks like the shoulder mounts. So It's actually going to be these two pieces right here, 11 and 12. 12 is actually going to be on this side, and 11 is going to be on this side. Wow, these are really tight. Oh man. Okay, that's in. Alright, so now I need 11. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that's there. Okay, so like that, and then we gotta go back over here, and we need two pieces over here. We need these two pieces, the 1 and 2. It looks like they're opposite sides, so the 1 will be on this side and the 2 will be on this side. It looks like they're held in by screws, so like that, and then need 2 screws. Okay. Oh. Hopefully I don't lose my power. It's really coming down outside. Okay, there's that, and then I need that other one right here. Okay. Okay, so next piece is going to be A119. I'm just going to pop this off because it wasn't attached. Mainly whenever I buy Gundams, these off-colored clear pieces are usually attached, but I guess that's not how they mold theirs, so. So this is going to go right in there. And then 4 and 5. Okay, so the head. I don't think this is going to take one of the small screws. I don't think that this will... No, it's going to take one of the long screws. Okay. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to take and put each portion of this on each side of the ball joint. Here, so this is what we'll do first. We'll make it easier on ourselves. Instead of having to hold it onto that ball joint, what we'll do is we'll get the screw started. Now that that's started, it's already in there. So now, go ahead and split it apart and put it around that ball joint. Let's be smart about this, Glenn. Okay. Alright, very good. Cool. Alright, it's starting to come together. It's starting to look like a figure now. Alright, so once we have that, then we need this tube thing. Alright, so cut that off. I'll leave that on. Cut that off. Okay. actually goes in one of the screw holes. Huh. Like that. Cool. Alright, so then once we have that, then it looks like we're starting to make legs now. No, hands. Sorry. Looks like we're starting to make hands now. Okay, so we need this 18. We need 222. 22 should be this piece right here. What is this piece? You did not label this piece. Okay, so I'll just have to guess. Okay, so they have it's not any one of these. Is it one of these? It has to be this right here. Okay, it's one of those. They didn't label it, so that's kind of. All right, so we got to get the 22. Okay, we have 22, then we need 12. Okay, 112. That would help. Okay, 12, and then I gotta figure out which one this is. Okay, so it's gonna be this one right here. This is gonna be A111. Okay, so I have all the pieces now. Okay. That. Let's take this piece, and I think it's the same on both sides. Yeah, it looks the same. Okay, that's in there. Now this piece right here. Okay, that is straight. Okay. This is going to be rough. Alright, cool. And then this piece right here. Okay, that goes here. Okay, and it doesn't matter which side because they're both exactly the same. Okay, and before I stick this in, I'm going to go ahead and get the next piece, which is the 14. That, and then that. Okay. This will go like this, and this and connects in between here. Okay. All right. Okay, so I have that, and now I need 15 and 16. 15 and 16, okay. Come on. 16. Okay. Alright, so this goes here, then this goes in here, and so then you have two screw holes here. I'll go ahead and screw these in. I don't know if later on I'm going to need to unscrew them because of the way that the ball joint is made. But I'll go ahead and screw these in right now. I may have to unscrew them later. Okay. Alright, so that's one arm. So now for the second one. Let's see, so we had to pull out all those pieces again. So at least on this one we need a hand. 114 and A116, A223. Okay, so we got the twos all out, and then we need this piece, and then this and this. You know what, I might as well bring out this piece right here because it's on the next step and I have to put those screws in. Alright, so with that, clean that off a little bit. Just be extra careful with these small pieces because it's small and it has a very big opening right here, or a very big burr right here that you have to cut off, and you can easily get your fingers, so just be careful with that. Fingers. Why would you put this on the finger part? That sucks. Okay, there we go. Okay. So this. Okay, so that goes there. Then this goes, let me make sure I get this in here right. So the thumb goes this way. Alright. And then I need to just trim this guy. Okay. Okay. I know that I have that one piece there, I just want to start the screw. Okay. Come on. What the heck? It does go on the back. I saw the hole on this side and assumed that it was right here. Luckily there was no hole on the other side. So it kind of had me confused for a little bit. Maybe I should follow the instructions. Alright, so that looks about right. It's back here, the hands in the front. Alright, so now for the rest of the screws. Okay. So now the next part. Need 9 and 10. Okay, it's 9. That's not too bad on that one, so I won't even have to cut that one. Okay. Alright, so make sure that we get everything set up correctly. Alright, so that, and then this, and then this. So that's how that should look. Okay, that looks correct. Okay. Alright, so now looks like we're going to build leg portions. Oh god, what? So which portion do I use? Okay, so it's this one right here. For some odd reason, they're not saying what every single piece is. So that's going to be 4. And 2, 7. It's going to be right here. 7. That broke off pretty clean. Oh wow. There's a little bit of flash in here. I'm trying to cut that out. There's some plastic still in here. I'm trying to cut off. Okay, I think I cut it all out. I don't know if that's what's causing the issue. This thing does not want to push in. Feels like it's about to go. It just... If I had some pliers, I could just go like that and clip. I don't have any pliers on me right now. They're on my car and it's raining outside right now, so... Let's see. Maybe I can cut some more out. Okay, maybe now. Okay, I cut a little bit out. Maybe I can. Dang. Feels like it's gonna go. It's just right there. Let's see if I can use my scissors and do this. Maybe I can get on this side and... It does not want to clamp. It doesn't want to go in. This is really dangerous. Don't do this at home. Jeez. I don't have enough leverage on it, but I figured that I could probably have just enough to push it through. I've cut out a lot out of there, or at least I thought I had. Alright, so I remember I had my multi-tool here in the room, and we can try this. Just take some of this excess baggie, and I'm going to cut it up to make some padding. Whoa. Okay, so I don't think this is going to work. Yeah, it's sliding off. See what I can do. I think I got it. Hopefully I didn't mess it up too bad. No, I just twisted it. I don't know how to get it in there without totally tearing it up with these. Because it's not going, and I really don't want to trim stuff off of here. Got a little bit further in. Nope, still not going past it. Okay, maybe. Dang it, it's getting close. There we go. Okay, it's in there now. I just had to cut enough of it out. But it's really tight. It's really tight. Okay, so finally got that in there. Alright, so next page. Really, that was a pain in the butt right there. It's major. Oh, I cut myself, or I poked myself with it. It's just, that was way too much effort for that. Way too much effort. And then once again, so I don't really know. Has to be this one right here. Some of these. Which one was it again? Okay. Okay, then right here. Okay. This piece goes in like. Got to trim this off. Okay. Alright, so like this, and then this goes like this. And then I need A16. A16 is, which one are you? This one right here. Okay. Okay. 217 and 219. 19. 17. Okay, so looks like the front of the foot goes right here. Okay, and then we'll take this part, goes right here. And we have this. Okay, 2 screws. I'm just guessing, but I'm thinking all the small screws right now go for the X-ray, and then all the larger ones are going to go for the gun, so it's kind of what I'm guessing at right now. Oh, okay, cool. Alright, so there's another foot. Alright, so I need to make the last foot, the last leg, and that's, oh man, not looking forward to this again. Hopefully this one will be easier. Okay, just break that off. Okay. That junk off, and then I gotta trim this stuff off right here. Okay, it's all trimmed up nice and neat now. Let's see if this will go in. No, we're not. Oh, great. Okay, so it's the same issue. I'm going to have to trim some stuff out. Okay, let's try it now. Okay, let me trim some more off. It's getting closer. Okay, let me trim off a little bit more. Let's try it now. Okay, so I used my pliers a little bit and we're able to get this in, and now it's really super tight. I don't know if I'll be able to turn this. Well, we'll see. We'll see once we get the leg and everything on if this thing will actually turn. Alright, so let me get this portion. This. Okay, totally clean now. There and there and there. And second one totally clean. Alright, so let's go ahead and clean up these burrs. And then clean up this one. Okay. Clean up this burr. So like this, and this goes like this. Alright, and then have this down here, so then we'll take this and we will that, and then add this. Clean off that bar right there. Okay. Alright, and so now time for some screws. Okay. Alright, so now it's time to start adding everything to onto this guy. Alright, so let's start at the feet, like the instructions are saying. So we'll put that on there. Let's check out that. Okay, that twists pretty good, because that was the one that I originally had taken a lot of the pieces out. It's very tight in there. I may have to actually go in there and pull some more out of that. But it's okay. I'm probably not going to be turning it that much anyways, so. Alright. So there's that, and then we have the arms. Let's see if the arms will pop in without having to undo the... Yeah, I gotta undo it. Alright, so here's X-ray. This is pretty cool. There's something pretty satisfying about building your own transformer. It looks like I might have to go in here and do a little bit of touch up in there, maybe add some black or something, but dude, this is pretty sweet. Alright, so that's built. And so I'll go ahead and build the gun real quick and show that off, and then we'll do transformations and everything last. Alright, so for the gun now, hopefully this won't take as long as X-ray did. Alright, so I'll just set you off right there. Clean up a little bit around here. Alright, so we have two bags for this one. So there's not as many pieces, so hopefully, once again, I apologize, this video is going to be running a little long on it. Okay. Okay. Alright, so we gotta start out. So we start out here, and we have to, we got a few things that we have to bring out. Okay, so I need this barrel. And I need all these little knives. Okay, I'll go ahead and trim all these pieces down. Just want to be careful with this, because this is sharp. This knife is actually pretty sharp. Okay. Alright, and now trim down the barrel. You want to be careful that you don't trim down too much, because there is supposed to be notches right here, so just be careful on that. And you want to take these, and these actually will go into here like that. And then you want to take I need this one of these right here, 6. Trim this down. Okay. Barrel goes in here. Okay, and then we want the other side. Okay. Alright, and then take and tab all this together, and it does look like the larger screws go in there, so we'll try that. Yep. At least with these larger screws, they're not as long, so you don't have to screw them in as far. Okay, so that's all the large screws, and all that's left are the little small ones. Okay, so next what we need is, we need these two pieces. We need this 12 and 11. I don't see any differences in these two. Clean these up a little bit. Okay, and then we need these two knives. So this one's already coming off, so I'll just go ahead and twist that one off. The points are sharp. I can't put my thumb up against it because it's sharp. So just watch out for that. Okay. Alright, so then these knives, they go up in here. Okay. And then it's time to build some sword sheaths. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. It's fairly simple. The one that the other one connects to is right next to the other one, so that's pretty convenient. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay, and then once you have that, then you got 3 small screws that you have to put in here. So it looks like they provided you with just enough of each screw, and that's probably what that second bag is for. That's probably just extra screws. In case you mess up and you drop one of these and lose it in your carpet or wherever, you'll have those extra screws. Alright, so that's one. Okay. Jeez. Okay. Okay. At least I know it goes in there now. Okay, there. Did that. Okay. And the last 3 screws. We'll be done with screws then. Okay. Okay. So we got that now. Alright, so now we need swords. Okay. Alright, so according to that, these go down, so you just want to make sure that you put them in like that. And then we want to take this and oops, like this, and oh, it must, okay, I understand now. So this will then go like this, and it holds all these pieces together. Then when you tab all this stuff on like this. Okay. Okay, and then next we need these 2 pieces. Okay, we have nunchucks. The chains are already connected. You just need to cut the excess off. Okay. Alright, now that that's off, then okay, and then now I got to make the long barrel. Okay, so all right, we'll start at the bottom, and we need 11. So take that. Alright, so that And then we need to take 1 and 2. Okay. Is that right? 1 and 2. That's not right. There's a misprint in there. So it'll probably be like 1 and 4, because 1 and 2 are the same exact ones. You need ones that have this right here also on it. So 1 and 2 aren't going to go together. Okay, so time to cut off the excess. Okay, so now with this, then we have to take and this, and then okay. Oh, you go all the way down with that. I wonder what they make of these. Okay, so you have that. And then, so I'm going to take the next piece. Another one bites the dust. Alright, so that one's, everything's completely cut out of that one, and then after I cut these two pieces out, everything will be cut out of this one also. Okay. And everything's cut out of this one now. Alright, so this is getting down to the end of the build portion of this video. So you have to be careful on this that you don't cut the tab. Don't cut the tab. Don't cut the tab. Why they put it on the tab, I have no idea, other than to totally piss you off by cutting the tab. Shit, I know I'm going to cut this tab. Cool, okay, good. Just take that one slow. Alright, so this, oops, like this. Alright, so you take that, and tab all these together, and you almost have like a large muzzle right there. Okay. Huh. These are really loose. But then what you do is you take and you just push that into there, and there's the finished gun. So Alright, so now finally the build portions of this video is complete. Clean off my table real quick. A lot of little plastic bits everywhere. Alright, so now that that's done, we'll go ahead and get to the transformation of this guy. Give me one moment. Alright, so the build portion of this video is now complete. So we have a fully built X-ray and a fully built gun here. So let me show you real quickly how to transform this guy. First of all, I want to start off here at the arms, and you want to flip these in like this, and then you take this, and there has to be a way that you can get this underneath, because it shows it. Maybe not. I don't know. It does show. Maybe you just have to leave it like that. I'm not really sure because I can't get the head underneath. Because you see, you got it underneath right there. But let's see. Maybe if I turn the head around, it'll go underneath there. Well, if you turn the head around, then it goes underneath there. Then you can flip the head back around. So that's, I guess, one way to do it. So you got that, and then alright, like that. I'm going to take these legs, put these legs together. Flip these pieces in. You can see that the sight is actually right there on the front. And then you want to take and rotate in these portions right here, like this. Okay. And then you want to push in and connect everything. There we go. Alright, and so then once you have all this came apart, so I got to put this back together. So to keep all this straight and in line, you take these pieces, and these are, wow, these are going to be hard to get out. Time for some tweezers. Tab it into there like that. And tab that into there like that. And so that keeps this from twisting. Alright. And there you have a X-ray gun. So pretty nice. I like this. Yeah, the only issue is you have this piece right here, and I like the way the different way that it transformed, actually, where they use the legs for the gun barrel instead of for the trigger, and then you use the arms for the handle instead of the gun barrel. So that's a little bit different transformation on this guy. And it looks like you can put this piece in any side that you wanted to, if you wanted to switch that up. So that's pretty cool. I'll actually show him off with Warbotron whenever I do my combined video, so look out for that. That'll be coming pretty soon. And then I'll also go over this a little bit more. I'll show this to you real quick, but you can take that off, and then you can I think you're supposed to be able to extend this, and then it makes this portion a little gun. I don't know. take that. You can take these off, and these are swords and little sheaths. And then once you take this off, then these fall out, and these make knives with little sheaths. And then you have these nunchucks, and then you have this portion. So you can take this off, and you have like a little kind of shotgun type thing, but then you also have knives in here. So you have all these things. I don't even know if you can. No, you can't stick that in there. Just trying to figure out an alternate use for this, because I have no idea what this would be used for then. So there's that. And then you can just put all this stuff back in here. It makes that large gun once again. And like I was saying before, I do believe that this was actually meant for the Minosaur set, so I don't know if they're ever going to make that set or not. I hope they do, because if they do, then I'm definitely getting it. There's not a question of if I would, but if they decide that they want to make the set, I'm definitely going to invest in it. So I keep forgetting how to. Okay, this goes here. This goes back here. Ah, that's why I was messing up. Alright, so that, you gotta tab all these together, and then it tabs in right here. And that gets all that together. And you take these, and these connect along the side right here. So it's back into the large combined gun again. And let me real quickly transform this guy back, and I'll show you off his articulation. The only problem with this is these are really tight right here, and it's not, loosening these screws is not going to help this, because there's a plastic going all the way through here, so it's not going to do anything for that. Take these. It's kind of the same for these feet right here. It's not going to help with loosening or tightening up the screws. I wonder if I can. Okay. Push this all the way up. Push those shoulders all the way up. Flip out the hands. And the little gun. There we go. Alright, so for articulation on this guy, his head's on a ball joint, so you can go up, down, you can look all the way around. Then you come here to his shoulder that's on a ball joint, so you can go forward, you can go back, you can go out to the side, only about that far. Then you come down to the elbow, and you have about that much on the elbow. It's about a little less than 90 degrees. There's nothing on any of the wrists, there's no swivel or anything. There's a hip twist. Then you come down here to the there's a waist swivel. Then the hips, they're on a ball joint, so you can out, you can go back, you can go forward. Then there's a cut right here, so you can twist that. Then the knee, then there's only up for the heel and for the foot. So about it. But I do enjoy this little guy, and I enjoyed building him. The only real part that I had problems with building these are putting these joints together right here. I had to cut a lot out of it to actually get these joints to fit in, and then I didn't do as much here. I just kind of forced it in with my pliers because I got kind of tired of dealing with it, and it went in, but it doesn't really turn very well. It's a very loud squeak. I can do it for you here. See, I probably need to go in there and cut some more out of that joint, but I'm not going to worry about it right now, and you don't really need that twisting for him anyway. So I did enjoy bringing this guy to you and building it. Hopefully I didn't take too much of your time. If you did enjoy this, please click that like button for me. Don't forget to check out my other videos. Subscribe. This has been Tambeyoda, and I'll see you next time.